Hey Snap Nation, and welcome to Fit Frequency, the fittest podcast in the world powered by Snap Fitness. I'm Bailey.
And I'm Steve.
Where we have made it our goal to become the #1 health and wellness podcast around the world. So our featured guest this week actually also features a guest interviewer. Blakely Everett, our global brand manager, got to sit down with Haley Kalil, who is our first ever Snap Fitness brand ambassador. Haley has been a member of Snap Fitness for 8 years and is actually she was featured in the 2018 Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition. She's a former Miss Minnesota of 2014 and identifies as a taco enthusiast.
Ooh.
I know.
Yeah,
So,
I think we have that in common.
I would say so too. You know,
Yeah.
anyone who both loves fitness and loves tacos is okay in my book.
I wonder if she's in for hard shell or soft shell.
Oh my God.
Right?
We should ask her.
Yeah.
I bet that would be like a long-winded conversation because it would just really depend on the day for me.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you want to turn your soft shell into a hard shell.
Mm-hmm.
You throw it in like the oven or something and suddenly it's a game changer.
Yeah. Sometimes you wrap them both together.
Right. So our Snap Fitness Ambassador program is brand new. Steve, do you want to tell everyone what that is?
Yeah, so a Snap Fitness Ambassador is somebody who has a strong voice in their region, their community, wherever they happen to be. They have a strong social media platform. They're a Snap Fitness member. They have a positive personality with the ability to motivate and inspire others.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
So this is, like you said, kind of a new program to us. So if you're interested in becoming a Snap Fitness brand ambassador, reach out to us on social media.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wish there was a taco ambassador.
I would sign up.
I would
today.
actually probably want to be like a wine or a whiskey ambassador instead.
Burrito ambassador.
Burrito ambassador. Pizza ambassadors.
Mm-hmm.
But no, really, be a fitness ambassador. It's great. Today we have Haley Kalil here with us, our first Snap Fitness brand ambassador and Sports Illustrated swimsuit model.
Hey, what's up, Snap Nation?
So Haley, in March you were announced as the first winner of Sports Illustrated. Can you tell us more about that experience?
Yeah, I mean, it was an incredible experience. So Sports Illustrated held their first ever open casting call where you submitted an Instagram video, 60-second video, and they went through all of the submissions. They had over 7,000 submissions, and they went through and they picked a top 36 to join them for castings in Brooklyn. And I was one of those 36 people. I had no idea they were going to pick me. It came as a complete surprise. And after Brooklyn, we basically traveled the world with Sports Illustrated. We went to Miami. I walked in my first Sports Illustrated swimsuit fashion show. We went from there to Belize, where I shot with world-renowned photographer who's shot covers of Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. From there, we went to New York, we did Media Week, and then it finally ended in Vegas, where they told me that I was the winner of the first ever open call. So I will be a rookie in this year's magazine, and I still can't believe it. Dream come true.
That's so crazy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So we know that you've put on social media that you never intended to become a model. So what influenced you to make that step and take up modeling and take that chance with the Sports Illustrated casting call?
Yeah, I was never really that interested in modeling when I was younger until I was 17, and I thought, oh, this would be really fun. I really want to go be a model. So I went to a local agency. They had an open casting call, and they told me that I was too big and too short. They told me that I needed to lose 15 pounds, and at 17, I was already 120 pounds, and I walked away from modeling because I said, I'm not going to be unhealthy in order to do something for my career. So went to school, graduated with a biomedical and psychology major. Always saw myself in the medical field until Sports Illustrated held their open casting call, and I thought, you know what, this would be really cool, and Sports Illustrated has always embraced people with natural figures, curvy figures, different body types, so I thought if I'm going to go model, this would be my avenue to do it. So I decided to submit that video, and I crossed my fingers, and things just kind of started happening, and I'm so glad that it did. Completely changed my life.
Yeah, it looked like your experience has just been amazing. We've been following you for a while, and we've gotten to watch through the whole thing, and it's just been really exciting to see you grow, and
Yes.
you're always
Crazy.
meeting new people and traveling new places. One thing we've really loved is just being able to see your authenticity of your character really shines through your Instagram and your stories and pictures and captions.
You're always calling out your nerdiness and awkwardness. And so with all of that, we were wondering, do you ever feel pressured about your body and Instagram pictures? And if so, how do you kind of work through those pressures?
Oh, yeah. I mean, absolutely. With social media, you see people looking their best all the time. I mean, it's always the best part of your life that you're going to put on social media. And as a model, people always expect you to look a certain way and act a certain way. And even with modeling agencies, they're always asking you, how many Instagram followers do you have? And how often do you post? And it's just become this big thing. But what I try to do is I try to just be who I am on my social media. So you'll never see me posting about things that I don't love. If a company contacts me and says, can you post about this? And it's something I don't use and it's something I don't love, I'll never post about it because I never want to be that person holding some diet tea or something that I don't love. So when you see my social media, you'll just see who I am. And it was tough at first because there is a lot of pressure to, post perfect pictures and you need to have a perfect body. But as the modeling industry is changing, people are more receptive to different body types and, maybe not showing yourself as perfect all the time because it's relatable. We are just like everyone else, are people, and we have our good days and our bad days, and I want to show my followers that I'm right there with them, that I'm not always looking perfect. Trust me, you can ask my husband. So there's pressure out there, but we're trying to change that one post at a time, that we are just normal people. Everyone's just going through life.
We love that. A lot of what we talk about at Snap Fitness is just, everyone has a different fitness lifestyle, and we want everyone to find their fit and what works for them and what makes them feel good and them feel healthy. So that's really refreshing to hear you say that as well. We love having you as a Snap Fitness ambassador, and we know that our trainers are not afraid to push you during a workout.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a favorite form of exercise, whether it's cardio, weight training, yoga? What's your go-to?
My go-to, it's not cardio. I'm one of those people that I'll do cardio if I have to, but it is my least favorite thing to do. You will never see me on a treadmill unless somebody's forcing me to get on one. I love weight training. So anything that has to do with body resistance. I love squats. Nowadays it's all about that booty. So I love lunges. I love bridges. Anything that has to do with building your legs and your booty, I'm all about it.
Very cool. Very true. How often do you exercise a week?
Oh, that's a tough one. People always assume that you exercise all the time, 5 to 6 times a week. But for me, because I travel so much, it's all about balance. So when you're traveling and you don't have time, cut yourself some slack. You don't always have to be in the gym. You don't always have to be working out to maintain a great figure or just a healthy lifestyle. It's all about just getting in there when you can. So when I'm at home and I have the time, I try to work out at least 5 times a week. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes I get lazy. It happens. But when I'm traveling, I try to do short workouts in my hotel room. So maybe it'll consist of a 30-minute band workout or even just an incline walk on the treadmill, something easy, but it's all about just getting in there and doing it. You don't have to push yourself like crazy every single time you step into the gym, but as long as you're stepping into the gym at least like 2 to 3 times a week, I think you're good.
Awesome. That's doable, right? Let's see here. What does being healthy mean to you? It's different for everyone.
It totally is. So it's really all about finding what works for your body. Everyone's body is different. So what might work for my body might not work for your body. Even within my family, my sister has a much more athletic body than me. She's a way better athlete than me. And she doesn't have to work out as much to maintain her muscle just because she was born with a lot of muscle. She's one of the lucky ones. So being healthy, just to me, it's feeling good about yourself. It's feeling good about waking up in the morning and you feel ready to take on your day and you're not tired and you're not feeling sluggish. It's not necessarily eating healthy all the time, but it's trying to put good things into your body and trying to keep your body moving. That's healthy to me.
So speaking of bad things to put into your body, let's talk tacos. We know you love Taco Bell.
I do.
What is your go-to meal?
Okay, so Taco Bell, I actually eat it at least once a week. If I'm having a cheat meal, it's going to be Taco Bell. And it's 2 Chipotle chicken grillers, 1 chicken and cheese quesadilla with extra jalapeno sauce, an order of cinnamon twists. Sometimes I'll throw in a soft shell taco, and then a large Sierra Mist. So good. You
Love
need to
that.
have it.
Love
It's
that.
amazing.
They need to reach out to you.
I agree. I mean, people ask me, they're like, does Taco Bell pay you to post? And I'm like, no, they don't. I literally just love Taco Bell.
Not yet.
Not
Yeah,
yet, right?
Yet.
Just pay me in Chipotle chicken grillers and I'll be totally happy.
There you go. That's a sponsorship. Well, it's no secret you love food. I feel like on your
yes.
Instagram you do a good job of showing like healthy meals and the not so healthy, maybe Taco Bell.
Mhm.
How do you approach balancing a healthy diet? I feel like that's like something that everyone wants to know and can't ask enough.
Mhm.
What are your tips for our listeners?
I mean, I think it's a struggle for everyone just because the world revolves around eating. You go out with your friends and you go get Mexican food and you have this big basket of chips on the table and of course you want to eat the whole thing. Or you go to a movie and you want to get a pop and some candy. It's just kind of what we do. So it's all about a balance, just like working out. You got to find your happy zone, kind of, where you feel comfortable and you feel good, but you're also still enjoying life. I've gone through times where I try to be really strict for months on end, and you end up going crazy. So it's all about finding the times that you want to eat the foods that you love. So when I go out to eat with my friends, I'll eat whatever I want for that meal. And then the next time I go out to eat with my friends, I'll try to eat something really healthy. I'll order a salmon or a chicken breast. So it's all about finding that balance. Usually weekends are my time to kind of have my cheat meals, I call them. So I'll usually be a lot less strict on the weekends, but during the weekday, especially when I'm working or if I have a huge shoot coming up, I'm very strict so that I can, not be strict on the weekend. It's all about finding the time where you're eating healthy most of the time, but then you also you still have your fun.
Absolutely. So when you're being really strict, let's say, like what are some like go-to snacks that you will pick up?
Yeah, when I'm traveling, it's all about something that's easy. So I'll usually have almonds with me. That's a good one. You can get salted almonds or unsalted almonds. They're great to have. I love crunchy peanut butter. I always buy the natural kind because it doesn't have all the added sugar, and soon it starts tasting much better than the normal kind. I love having lemon water. Sometimes I'll add some stevia to it. It's kind of like my version of lemonade. Any type of shredded chicken breast is great. You can eat it easily. A lot of hotels have refrigerators, so it's easy to store it in there if you're going to a shoot all day and then you come back and you basically have a meal ready for you. Hot sauce is my way of spicing it up and making it taste good. But it's all about finding those healthy snacks. Dried fruit is a great one, too. If you want something sweet, but something that's not, candy, dried fruit is a great alternative to that.
Those are great. Yeah, those are really awesome. Do you have any advice for people who look at your Instagram and see you and want to be as fit as you are?
Yeah, I won't lie to people. I work hard for, my body and to be in the shape that I'm in. And it's a lot of hard work. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the effort. And sometimes you can't eat all the wonderful things that are put in front of you, but it's all about staying motivated. So if you see somebody on Instagram or you see somebody that has this great body, you can also reach out to them and ask them, what do you do in the gym? Or maybe do you have any fitness tips? But really it's all about staying motivated, staying in the gym, working your booty off when you're in the gym. You want to leave sweating and then making good nutrition choices because nutrition is 75% of having a good body, as people say, or just a healthy body.
Awesome. And if anyone is listening that doesn't know you or doesn't follow you, what's the best way to follow what you're doing and see your day-to-day lifestyle?
You can follow me on my Instagram, and my Instagram is Haley Bailey. That's HaleyYyBayle, and that's where I post kind of my day-to-day and my entire life. You can see it all on there.
And then you can see her on our Instagram at Snap Fitness. She does a lot of takeovers, and we like to share her reposts and all those good things. Is there anything else you want to share today?
I mean, you guys are in the right place. I've been working out with Snap Fitness since I was, probably 15 years old in high school, and they've stuck with me through this entire adventure, and they're really who started my love for health and fitness. So if you can and you have the means to do it, just try to work out with a trainer once and get some good ideas for workouts, and that'll really start you on your fitness journey. It'll put you off on a good foot to start off in health and fitness.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming today. We really appreciate it.
Of
Well,
course.
hope to see you back soon.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Okay, Snap Nation, we are almost at the end of the show, but before we go, we have to do our snaps. Our positive thoughts, our motivations, whatever it is that's pushing you through the week, through the month, through the year. Steve, do you want to go first?
Yeah, it was just a few days ago. It was Mental Health Day or Mental Health Awareness Day. Or
Yeah, National Day of Mental Health.
That's the one that I'm looking for. And so I just want to say, do whatever makes you feel good, taking care of that mental health. So, whether that's reading a book, playing some music, exercising, whatever it might be, meditation. I know there's some meditation apps out there now that I'm starting to hear a lot of. Mindfulness, whatever it might be, take care of that muscle too. That's an incredibly important one.
There's a really funny meditation YouTube video that's
Mhm.
it plays really meditative, nice music,
Ooh.
but all of the things that are written on there are really funny and sarcastic. So I was like, oh, I found my meditation video.
Right.
I'm good.
There you go.
My snaps for this week are that recently on CNN there was an article featured in the health and fitness section, and the title was "How to Stick with Your Exercise Resolution: Drink Beer." And the whole article was about the idea that all of these breweries and places around the world are basically starting to motivate people by saying, "Come to our exercise class" or "Come run a 5K," and at the end you can get a free beer, which doesn't seem like a new concept to a lot of people. But we found out in the article that it was featured because so many breweries in Minnesota happen to do them.
Really?
Yeah.
So right in our own backyard.
Right in our own backyard. So slowly but surely, Minnesota is making its mark on the country, and it's not because of our drunk birds. It's because of our drunk people. But I thought that was really cool because most of the reason that I thought the article was so positive is that basically they're just talking about the fact that you should have just as many motivations to work out, such as being social and having, celebrating with a beer afterwards. And instead of just focusing on the fact that you only need to work out and, go have a protein shake afterwards. You can celebrate in so many ways, and you can celebrate the work that you do, and you can, still enjoy some of the luxuries in life while still maintaining your health. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, it's all about what keeps you motivated, right?
Exactly. And for me, it's I work out so I can drink more beer.
Right. And group fitness, right? You're meeting with people that you know and like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's listed as one of the top 3 ways to meet people is to join running groups or join workout classes or participate in some sort of yoga and beer class or something like that. So if you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. It's always on a Saturday morning, and it's never too early, or an afternoon or a Sunday. So it's always a time when you usually you're not working, you have free time, and it's did you just fall?
Yeah, the chair just busted out from underneath me.
But yeah, check it out if you can.
All right. Sorry, I blew it there.
No, that was great. Thanks for joining us, Snap Nation. We hope you check us out again for another Fit Frequency podcast.
And as always, today's musical performance is brought to you by local Minneapolis band Battlefish, and you can find them on Reverb Nation, Spotify, and all those great streaming places, and locally here in Minneapolis as well. I think they're recording and new stuff happening as we speak.
Support live music.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.